The night has fallen. Welcome to the world of edutales for kids. Tonight, let's drift into a sweet dream where Nancy finds a magical land made of candy. Nancy was a candy-loving girl. She didn't just like candy. She had a superpower. She could hear a candy wrapper crinkle from 2 rooms away, even over the sound of the vacuum cleaner. Her ears would twitch, her nose would sniff, and her feet would sneak toward the sound like a sugar detective. Sour worms, rainbow lollipops, chewy caramels, fizzy pops. Nancy loved them all. If she ruled the world, every meal would be dessert, and every lunchbox would jingle with candy instead of apples. Her room looked like a candy explosion had happened. Under her pillow, gummy bears. In her socks drawer, jelly beans. Even her toy box squeaked when you opened it. Not from toys, but from hidden bubble gum. Every time she unwrapped a new piece, her giggle bubbled up like soda fizz bright, quick, and oh so sweet. This one tastes like rainbows, she'd say, her tongue already turning purple. But there was one thing Nancy hated more than sour lemons brushing her teeth. "Nancy, toothbrush time," her mom would call. Nancy would yell back while secretly unwrapping one more toffee. That night, Nancy finished 5 sour spicy candies and 2 lollipops as big as tennis balls, then drifted off to sleep without even realizing. While Nancy snoozed peacefully, her poor toothbrush sat silently in its cup. If toothbrushes could sigh, this one surely did, watching sadly as crumpled candy wrappers lay scattered across the table like tiny sugary ghosts. In her dream, Nancy suddenly found herself standing in front of a giant gate, made entirely of soft, fluffy cotton candy. Above it, glowing letters spelled, "Welcome to the Cotton Candy Kingdom." "Oh, wow! Am I dreaming?" Nancy gasped, her eyes shining like a sky full of stars. Without hesitation, she stepped inside, and what she saw left her completely speechless. There were adorable houses made of crispy biscuits, roofs dripping golden caramel, and columns crafted from fragrant rolled wafers. The road beneath her feet felt like marshmallows, and each step was like walking on sweet, fluffy clouds. Suddenly, tap, tap, tap. 2 lollipop guards marched up, snapped to attention, and gave a deep candy bow. "Welcome, Princess of Sweets. We've been waiting for you." "A princess? Me?" Nancy blinked in surprise. But before she could ask more, they whisked her onto a luxurious carriage, made entirely of snowy white marshmallows. The carriage glided past shimmering sugar crystal fields, past the syrupy sweet mirror lake. Nancy marveled at everything, and of course tasted everything too. At the palace, Queen Cotton Candy, a gentle lady wearing a pink candy floss cloak, greeted her with a warm smile. "My dear, this is a kingdom made for hearts that adore sweetness, just like yours." Soon, Nancy was led to a magical banquet in the middle of a blooming candy garden. There were melting chocolate fountains, fluffy cakes, rainbow gummies. She ate and ate until her belly was round like a balloon. But then, ouch! A sharp pain jabbed her tooth. "Why does it hurt so bad?" Nancy winced, holding her cheek. She tried to nibble a pink macaron to distract herself, but the pain only got worse. Her sweet smile faded, replaced by a wince of pain. And strangely, the whole kingdom began to dim too. The glowing candies flickered, and shadows crept in. The lollipop guards rushed in. The candy sun is disappearing. The kingdom is falling into darkness. Queen Cotton Candy looked at Nancy gently. She said, "The light of our kingdom comes from bright, healthy smiles. But now that yours is hurting, our sun has grown weak and sad." Nancy gasped. "It's because of me? I didn't mean to. I didn't know not brushing could hurt this much." Just then, a sparkling silver light floated down from the sky. A tiny fairy with whipped cream hair and a glittery dress appeared, holding a glowing toothbrush. With a voice as soft as wind chimes, she said, "I am the toothbrushing fairy, protector of Dreamland's smiles. Nancy, you brought joy here, but also a shadow. Let's fix it together, shall we?" Nancy nodded, filled with guilt. She didn't want this sweet kingdom to fade. The fairy touched Nancy's hand with the toothbrush. A warm light shimmered around her. "Now you can brush your teeth, and the whole kingdom's too." Suddenly, "Hi, Nancy," said a tiny, cheerful voice. Nancy gasped. "The toothbrush? It talks?" "Yep. I'm Brushy, your new brushing buddy. Let's save this place," he cheered. Nancy dashed into action, scrubbing gingerbread statues, brushing ice cream trees, even polishing a sponge cake bunny. With every swirl, sparkles danced into the sky like candy fireworks. The fairy flew beside her, gently guiding. "Remember, small circles left to right, inside and out. And don't forget, 2 minutes, morning and night." Slowly, light returned to the cotton candy kingdom. Smiles bloomed, and the land glittered like it was dusted in golden sugar. Nancy's toothache vanished. Instead, she felt a cool, clean sensation that made her whole mouth happy. The fairy smiled and reminded her, "Candy is delicious, it's true, but your teeth are lifelong friends. They need care every day." Nancy gave her a big, grateful hug. "It's time to go home now, little princess," said the fairy gently. Nancy closed her eyes and felt a warm breeze wrap around her. That night, Nancy lay in her soft bed, her heart full of joy and pride. She whispered, "Good night, Brushy. I promise I'll always keep my teeth clean and strong." And somewhere in the dreamiest corner of the night, the cotton candy kingdom still sparkles, lit by the bright, joyful smiles of kind-hearted little ones.